What's up, nerds? We are your hosts. I am Jake.
And I'm Chad.
This week, we are excited to announce our new sponsor and collaboration with Nordic Brewpub.
Yeah, and we're also sponsored by Crybaby Craig's Hot Sauce.
We're going to be talking about some exciting and maybe some not so exciting nerd news.
And then we're also going to talk about DC's Blue Beetle, which is now in theaters. So, let's get into it. This is the All Things Nerd Podcast.
Nerd. Welcome back, nerds, to the All Things Nerd Podcast, your weekly dive into all things nerd. Chad, Aruno. How was your week?
Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. It was a pretty good week. I mean, work was
Ouch.
average. I know, because we went and met with our new sponsor, which we'll get into in a little bit. Went golfing this weekend for your birthday, which was fun. Very
Hot.
warm.
Hot.
It started out not being that bad. We got through 9 and we're like, that went by fast. Let's play 18. And then the heat caught up to us and we're like, oh, this sucks. And I got sunburned yet again. Woo! How was your week?
Well, we went golfing.
Cool. I'm just
It
kidding.
was rough. I don't know. I think I was probably in the worst shape out of the three of us. I was struggling at the end, like really bad. I was getting winded walking from the golf cart to like the tee.
Yeah.
By the time I had swung although I'm really, really annoyed and whatever. You already know what I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
I crushed a ball right down the middle on a par four, and we never fucking found it.
Yeah.
It makes me so mad.
Like
'Cause
that
both
thing
you
had to have rolled
had to.
so far
Because you and Mike
into a
both
pond.
were like, dude, that was right. Because I have shit eyes, so I couldn't see it. But you and Mike were both like, dude, that was right down the fucking middle.
Yeah.
Great shot. Blah, blah, blah. Drove up there. We drove around for fucking like 5-10 minutes. Couldn't find it. No idea.
Just
That
gone.
was it was a bummer. But other than that, it was
It was
a lot of
probably
fun.
the
other
best
than
drive
the
out
heat.
of the entire day out of all of us.
I hit that thing as hard as I fucking could.
Yeah.
And it looked great until we just couldn't find it. So that was a
Yeah.
bummer.
It was a bummer.
It was a lot of fun. It was really fucking hot though. It was a bad idea to go out there. Today would have been perfect.
Yeah, today was so nice.
Today was great. Other than that, it was my birthday on Thursday. We went and saw Blue Beetle, which we'll talk about on Friday. Saturday was my birthday party, which we partied. We went to Brick and Bourbon. That was a good time. Came back here.
That blueberry cocktail was
That
Mwah.
was my boy Blue.
Yeah.
It's called. Or
You're
was
my
it
boy
my
Blue.
boy Blue or
You're my boy Blue.
You're my
but
boy
yeah.
Blue. Yeah. Fucking. It was funny because you and I got a classic old fashioned.
Yeah.
You had that, and then I was like, let me try that. And it was delicious. And then I got that, and you got a classic old fashioned.
Yeah, it was just so sweet that I knew if I had multiple gut rot.
Yeah.
I mean,
It was delicious.
but yeah.
Oh.
That's a
Other-
bourbon summertime cocktail right there. That thing was awesome.
Yeah. And then I had a work event. Ooh. I had a work event today. We went to the Saints game. That was fun. But, I did go before that to the tattoo shop and got sized up for my chest tattoo, which I'm excited about, but I'm also kind of scared because it's a massive tattoo. It's literally going to go from here to damn near my belly button, shoulder to shoulder, down my rib cage. It's going to be fucking
Yeah.
huge. And when we were talking about it, and after he traced my abdomen, my entire abdomen, I kind of went, ooh. I'm a
Ruh-roh.
little scared. Yeah, ruh-roh. I'm in danger. I'm super stoked about it, but yeah, I'm a little scared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be awesome, though. I'm excited to see what the design ends up looking like.
Yeah.
Well,
That's it. That's all I
if
got.
awesome. Well, if our listeners like what we're doing here and you want to support us, the best way to do that is on a monthly basis through buymeacoffee.com/allthingsnerd. Yes, you give us your money. It helps us do bigger and better things. You get to there's different levels that you can give at, but you get all kinds of awesome benefits, behind the scenes, member exclusive merch, direct lines of communication with Jake and I in a group chat, all that stuff. Again, that's buymeacoffee.com/allthingsnerd. Um, and then also, we've kind of been hyping them up the past couple of weeks, but we have a new website coming, which is going to be super fucking rad.
Yeah.
And more than just that, but we're not prepared to divulge all the details. But that's we're using an awesome company called Digiket Tech.
No, that's right. I was just shaking my
Oh,
head at you for stumbling over the
oh,
beginning of it. It's short for, it's a spliced together word for, I don't know if you knew this or not, but
I did
it's
because he sent it to
digital.
our group chat.
It's digital market tech. So
Marketing tech.
tech.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Marty over there is awesome. He's helping us out, and he's a giant nerd too, so makes it
He will
better.
be on this show very soon,
Yeah,
talking about nerd shit right alongside us.
yeah.
Yeah.
Probably during Ahsoka because Star
He's
Wars,
a huge Star Wars
big
fan.
old Star Wars
Yeah.
nerd.
Yeah. I am actually really excited to watch the two of you kind of bounce off each other in a conversational way. Um because
Insert generic drum beat here.
because he's a huge Star Wars nerd and you are too.
Yeah.
And I would very much like to watch you guys banter about it. Get it? Banter. And I'm done. Okay, bye.
uh, we've
Fuck.
kind of been talking about it. There hasn't been a whole lot of updates, unfortunately. But the SAG and Writers Guild strike continues. If you want to support these working artists, there is a link in our show notes on how to give to their fund that helps them pay their bills while they're out striking, and while billionaire studio fucks just keep getting richer and are trying to wait them out, and it's never gonna happen.
It's not gonna work because you need them, first of all, to
Yeah,
make the movies, and then you need the viewers, us, to go to the movies. So you're they're just hurting themselves. I don't know why, but they're just hurting themselves. Like, whatever. They're like, oh, they'll come around.
they think that
They're
the
not going
the
to.
pennies on the dollar that they're paying them now is enough,
Yeah.
especially when most of these studios are, you know, New York, LA,
Yeah.
Atlanta, which is getting more and more expensive too. Like all these places where they have to be, the cost of living is skyrocketing, and they're like, "Yeah, we don't have to pay them more than what we did in 1987. Ah,
Right. Yeah.
fuck them."
And
Super
then the
not
other
cool.
thing is the Hawaiian wildfires. That's just devastating as shit. And I think the last time I checked, the death toll is up to like 89 or 90 something. I don't know.
Last time
It's
I
it's
saw it
up
was
there.
91
People have lost their homes, their families, their friends.
billions of
Everything.
dollars in damage.
Yeah, yeah. So,
And now
um,
landlords are starting to evict people uh, because of minor damages so that they can start repairing. And then I'm assuming jack rent and shit like that. And
fucking just crazy. It's crazy. So there will also be a link in our show notes
yep.
to donate to there if you
Through
also.
through some research, it seems like the fastest way to get those funds out there is through the Red Cross. So there's a link below to the
Yep.
Red Cross in our show notes.
Cool. Oh, it kind of feels real shitty to go from
Yeah,
topics like that and then be like, all right, let's talk about some fucking nerdy
this
shit.
awesome
But
TV show that's fucking awesome and we love it. And
yeah, but that's what's happening. So, um,
I mean, that's what the podcast is, but we can't ignore real life.
yeah, yeah. Warrior season 3 finale.
Woo!
Wee, that shit was wild, wild. I
Yeah.
mean, I think we knew what was coming, but it was so badass. I mean, if again, we say this every week, but if you're not watching this, go watch it. If you're not watching it, I kind of envy you because now you get to binge watch all 3 seasons.
Oh, I'm gonna restart.
Yeah,
Fuck
Nicole
it.
and I started watching the first season. Yeah, it'd be nice to you. But we're also watching, whatever. Anyways, it was so good. The fighting was awesome. The tension between and was amazing. Uh, what?
Just not gonna use names.
Well, I didn't want to like spoil it, but I guess
Oh,
spoiler alert.
yeah.
We're like go watch this show. Here's how season 3 ended. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
Let's not use the names then.
But yeah, it was really, really good, really exciting. Fuck, I am dying for more.
Yeah.
Hopefully it gets renewed.
I'm hoping because it definitely ended in a way that there's more story to tell.
Oh yeah,
It
for
was,
sure.
I mean, it wrapped up the season very nicely, but
Yeah.
I've got questions, lots of
Yep.
them.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, it was fucking awesome. And now we're starting to actually see business gangster Leary.
Yeah. 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 I just went I really liked that scene from the last episode, but this episode I just went right back to
To
just hating
not
him.
liking him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's not a likable character.
No, he's not.
That's the point.
Yeah, he's kind of like, yeah, whatever. What's the other one, Chad?
uh, so this is part one of this season finale of My Adventures with Superman. It's a anime style Superman show on Max, who's a good boy.
You're dumb.
It's still funny.
Boom.
See, fine. Uh, but man, this I'm really liking this show.
It's gotten a lot better. So they opened with the first, what was it, 2 episodes,
Yeah,
and we both watched it, and we were like,
I mean it's all right.
let's see where it goes. And yeah, it's getting really good,
Yeah,
really, really good. Something that's really cool about it that I just read the other day, and if I'm wrong, somebody can definitely correct me. But uh, this is the only DC project that James Gunn has nothing to do with. Yeah, huzzah!
I am not upset at that fact.
Yeah,
We'll talk about why in a little bit.
yeah. But yeah, uh, I guess I'll
Yeah, go
because it
ahead and
was
get it
like you
started.
said, it
Yeah,
was my brainchild.
yeah.
Chad and I had a cool idea, and we acted on it, and we decided that one of our sponsors was no longer beneficial to our podcast, and we reached out to a local brewery out here in Monticello called Nordic Brewing. This is what their logo looks like. Bam. This
Yeah.
is what we're drinking today. This is a blueberry wheat
Wheat.
fruited ale. Um, it's pretty fucking good. I mean, Chad's already
I,
halfway through his.
yeah. I'm normally not the biggest fan of wheat ales, or really all that fruity of beer. So at first I was like, meh. But as I'm drinking it, I'm like, it's growing on me.
Yeah, so for the rest of the month, or through September, sorry, through the month of September, we will be partnered with them. And if you go to this is the way this works out. If you go to the brewery, Nordic Brewing, we'll put a thing in the show notes so you can, whatever,
Yeah, we'll
whatever.
put a link to
Uh,
their website.
yeah. You go up there, name drop the All Things Nerd podcast, prove to them that you are either following us on Instagram or subscribe to our podcast. We will buy you a beer. It's already paid for. They have the beers up there, just waiting for you to drink. So
Yeah.
go in there. It's here in Monticello, Minnesota. Obviously, Minnesota. That's where we are. But go up there, name drop us, prove that you're following us, and subscribe to our podcast. And we, Chad and I, have already bought you a beer
Yes.
of your choosing up there.
Yep.
So yeah,
Of any of their brews, because they do have
yeah,
some like guest brews and stuff like that
yeah,
on their tap lines, but any of
yeah,
their house brews, we have bought the first drink for you.
yeah,
And also, while you're there, it is a brew pub, and their food is awesome.
yeah.
They have a lot of stuff, whether you eat meat or don't.
And you can potentially, we'll know more about it in the near couple weeks here, but uh, we might be running a trivia night up there if any of you guys want to come see
Yeah.
us and support us in person. That would be amazing. We'll be buying drinks for prizes and giving away some of our merch as prizes as well.
Yeah.
We're still working out the details with the owner of the brewery, but it was his idea, so
Yeah.
that's probably going to happen. So look forward to that. We'll give dates going forward. But in the meantime, go up to Nordic Brewing in Monticello, drop our name, get a free beer, stick around for a couple more and some food. They're fantastic. The staff is fantastic.
And take some of
Uh,
their beer home. They've got
yeah,
crowlers of a lot of their house brews.
yeah. We will be drinking their beer for through September and kind of
Yeah.
drinking different ones of theirs and kind of cycling through it. So next week we will be drinking a different beer of theirs. It's in my fridge right now. I don't remember the name of it.
It's
But
called
we'll
Dank Wagon. It's an IPA.
Dankwagon, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Cool. So look forward to a lot of fun stuff going on with them. We are very excited about this partnership, and it's just something that we're trying out. And we're gonna partner with other breweries, maybe comic book shops and other stuff. And we will be. This is what the money that we
Get.
do things that we do things with that we talk about. That we don't actually take any of it for ourselves. We give back to you guys in the podcast. We will be buying stuff at these places for you to redeem and get your money's worth. So I totally steamrolled that. Do you have anything you want to?
No. That
I kind of
you
stumbled over a lot of it, but
that's totally fine. No, the check them out if you're local, even if you're not in the northwest suburbs, make the drive.
yeah. And if you're
The
in
environment
Monticello,
is super rad. Yeah.
I live out here. So if you are going out there, hit me up. I'll go with you.
Yeah, and I don't live too far away either. So hit us up on Instagram. Be like, "Hey, beer?" And then
Yeah,
maybe you'll get a second free beer out of it.
maybe, probably, definitely. Anyways,
I make poor financial decisions.
no, this is something really cool that we're doing. This is going to be a new thing that we're doing going forward.
Yeah.
This is
We like
just another
supporting
way that
local.
supporting local and giving back to you, our listeners and friends,
Yeah.
So, you know,
We love you.
Captain Planet. Yeah.
All right. Captain Planet. All right, let's go ahead and talk about some nerd news. Okay, friends. So there's a lot of nerd news that's kind of coming out. A lot of it is rumored, as well. Well, some of it's rumored. But let's start talking about that. A big one that we're probably both super excited about is before the SAG strike started, Kevin Feige did speak with Andrew Garfield about him coming back as the Amazing Spider-Man Peter Parker for Secret Wars. which
Secret, yeah,
be so awesome.
yeah. Um, we also know that Hugh Jackman was also talked to prior to the strike.
Yeah.
Or sorry, we don't know. It's rumored that he was also talked to about joining the Secret Wars movie as well. So Deadpool 3 may not be Hugh Jackman's last appearance as Wolverine, which makes me do this to my bottom lip.
Smolder. But also another possibility is that we might get Tom Cruise coming back, or not coming back, but as a variant of Iron Man in Secret Wars as well.
I
Strong.
have been dying for this to happen since hearing about I mean it was rumored back when we were talking about Doctor Strange 2, Multiverse of Madness, that we were gonna get Tom Cruise as a variant of Iron Man, and it looks like that is not off the table quite yet. I am dying to see this. I want Tom Cruise to play a one-off. I don't want him to go forward playing Iron Man, but I would love to see Tom Cruise suited up as Ultimate Iron Man, or Superior Iron Man, my bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think,
Plus, with
please.
Tom Cruise wanting to do his own stunts and practical effects, that
Yeah,
means that eventually we'll get real Iron Man suits because he'll
yeah.
push for it.
He's probably already building one right now that he's gonna fly himself
And he'll
off a
get a
cliff.
license for it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Please, I am sailing that 100%. I want to see Tom Cruise as Iron Man. Please, please, please.
I would love that.
Nobody will ever do it better than RDJ. But everybody on this podcast knows my love for Tom Cruise, and I would love to see this happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to kind of build off of how you said you don't want to see him as Iron Man moving forward, it's because it's rumored that Secret Wars is going to act as kind of like a soft reset for the MCU. Right? You like that
Nice.
transition?
Nice. Nice. Because we kind of jumped ahead of that. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh, I guess we're not talking about that. Very nice. Very nice.
Thank y'all. Um, which
Huzzah.
which which would be interesting because it allows for some recasting. You know, whether actors don't want to continue playing the role
Mm.
or other reasons. Um, and it's supposed to also act as like a final farewell to the Fox Marvel characters,
Oh, yeah.
um, just so that they get like a proper send off.
Yeah. Because there was never any beef between Fox and DC, or
You call
I
yourself a
run a
nerd.
podcast. There was never any beef between Fox and Disney. It was just that the rights were where they were, and they were both successful franchises. And now that they merged, nobody
Yeah.
wants to
The only
fuck
beef
those
was when they
characters
were
over.
trying to merge,
Yeah,
but
yeah. So nobody wants to like send those characters off without, I want to see a proper. I think it'd be great to see
yeah,
all those characters get a proper send up, and I think it would be a lot of fun. I know that they're talking about Secret Wars being like bigger than Endgame, like level, you know.
yeah,
Uh Fuck, like let's go, you know?
yeah.
Let's
Let's
do it.
fucking go.
Yeah. And then reboot it so that we can have the X-Men actually in the MCU. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, he's so fucking good. Mm.
Um I'll do this one because you're
Yeah.
gonna the other one's kind of your wheelhouse, a little more your wheelhouse than mine. But
Okay.
we got a teaser trailer, another teaser trailer for Percy Jackson and the Olympians. This is gonna be cool.
Yeah.
Unless you're racist, then you might be mad that one of the characters is black. because some people actually are mad about that. And if you're one of those people,
Fuck off.
yeah, don't listen to us, please.
Like,
But
just gonna be
yeah.
blunt about that one. Fuck off. Yeah, it's cool, and we actually get to see like what some of the CGI and you know
Yeah.
things like that look like instead of just showing Camp Half Blood.
But I mean, the kid from freaking the Adam Project.
Kid's so fucking funny, dude.
I'm stoked about it. Yeah, it's gonna be good. He looks so much older. It's so wild. I mean, he is older, but it's just wild.
And he's like at that age where like going from age 12 to
I
14,
was like, I was
it's
like
like
6 months is like 2 inches taller.
yeah, fucking wild.
But yeah,
Uh, and then
keep an eye out for that. Yeah,
yeah, it's
my
gonna
bad,
be
my bad.
awesome. It comes out this December
Mhm.
on Disney Plus.
We'll all be shut-ins anyway.
Yeah, because it gets cold. And you'll be a parent. Woo!
What?
No, I'm just kidding. And then the day that this episode comes out is when the series premiere of Ahsoka comes out. So fucking stoked on this show. Goddamn. I'm just excited to see Thrawn on the screen. Live action, getting to see Sabine Wren, Hera, all of the Rebels crew. And then
Oh my God.
what?
Sabine Wren.
Sabine Wren. Yeah.
Sabine Wren.
Yeah.
That's fucking hilarious. Again, I love Star Wars, but I'm not as big of a nerd about it as you are.
Yeah,
Uh
and this is like a spin-off series
yeah, it doesn't
like
I
Rebels was.
this has nothing to do with anything. My neighbor, you met my neighbor, the cool ones.
Yeah. I talked to them about
Their
it. Their dog's name
their
is Sabine.
dog's name is Sabine, and I never knew, I never asked, I never knew. I was just like, that's interesting. Didn't give a shit. Didn't know. Not in a mean way. Not in a mean way. I just didn't. I was like, well, that's an interesting name. But I didn't care enough to be like, where did you find that name? And both of them are huge Star Wars fans. That makes
Hell
so much
yeah.
fucking sense.
Hell yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
I'm an idiot.
Last time it must have been at your baby shower when I was talking to them, and they like mentioned their dog's name, and I was like the Mandalorian, like from Rebels. They're like, yeah, and I was like, fuck yeah.
That's hilarious. I'd never put it together.
Yeah. This show looks awesome
Oh.
though,
Mhm.
and I did not double check the actor's name. His last performance is
Ray Stevenson?
yes, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be cool to see him on that and
Mm-hmm.
how they go with that. And Hayden Christensen is supposed to be back, whether it's for like voiceover flashbacks or for actual flashback scenes.
Hopefully actual flashback scenes.
Yeah, he deserves it.
Um, and then in other nerdy news,
That's not
which
as exciting.
not as exciting, is James Gunn has been tripping over his own words for months now. Um,
Did it
first,
again.
I mean, first saying that the reason he fired Henry Cavill as Superman was because he wanted to do a young Superman story, and now he is backtracking on that, and
Even though
he's
there's
what?
literal written proof from him on
Yeah,
Twitter.
and now he's saying, "I never said I was making a young Superman movie," and it's like, um, copy paste.
I mean, he's
You did, you did,
literally using Trump tactics.
yeah.
Let me tweet something, and then when I'm called out on it, be like, I never said that. Meh.
It's very annoying.
It's so frustrating because I like James Gunn,
Yeah,
and I
that's
want good DC superhero movies, and I think he can do it. But he is handling it with
But
fuck all regard.
But the other thing, so like last week we were talking about how he had said that he was that Gal Gadot, if hopefully I said that right,
Gal
was
Gadot, but
gonna
sure.
Gadot whatever, Space Cadet was gonna do another Wonder Woman movie under his umbrella. Now that's not happening because
The
who
internet
fucking
bullied him out of.
because who fucking knows? But he has, and we know that he's super annoying about this aspect of things. He has said that Margot Robbie will for sure be reprising her role as Harley Quinn, which doesn't make any fucking sense.
And
Just
season 2 of
reboot,
Peacemaker.
just reboot. If you're gonna do a reboot, just reboot. Don't reboot some characters and then jerk off the other ones because they're your friends and have been in your movies. Just reboot the whole fucking thing, you stupid, stupid person. Why? Why? Sorry, I blew up.
Oh, I mean, to some degree, I'm okay with some of the actors sticking around. But, like, if you're getting rid of Henry Cavill, Ben Affleck, on the fence about Gal Gadot, but you're wanting to keep Ezra Miller and uh, Aquaman, Jason Momoa. Wow, I don't know why I stumbled over that. He's a gorgeous man. Um, like, those core characters, either keep them all and reboot stories, or get rid of them all.
Exactly. That's what
It
I'm
needs to
saying.
be like, if you want to keep John Cena as Peacemaker, fine, reboot the story. Don't make season 2 of Peacemaker. Well,
That's
you
it's
can make a new
literally it's
Peacemaker
literally
show.
what he did with Suicide Squad.
Yeah, because he kept some people, but not all.
Reboot. Yeah, well, I'll watch it for the podcast, but I'm not excited about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, dumb person.
I have faith in his ability to make likable superhero movies and
Yeah.
shows because he's done it. I don't like his picking and choosing and what stories from before are going to stay canon, basically the ones that he's worked on, um, and then what ones aren't, but they're going to continue. And it's just like, it's all or nothing with this shit.
Yeah.
Like,
One or the other.
if you want to keep some actors because they're your friends or whatever, but
Or your wife.
reboot it. Yeah.
Sorry, brother. Anyways,
It took me a second for that to register because I was like, that's
the
weird
last
that
part.
you called her his brother. And I was like, oh, wait, Sean Gunn. My bad.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I mean, like you said, sorry. My faith in your movie making ability is fantastic.
Yeah.
My faith in your
Decision
thought
making
process
process.
going forward. Are you a toddler?
Wavering.
Like, what's happening? Like, what's happening? You're like, I like this Superman. I want to see this Superman. This Harley Quinn is my friend. I'm gonna put this Harley Quinn with this Superman, even though that doesn't make any fucking sense.
It doesn't
Right
make
on.
any fucking sense.
I literally just want to be like, good job, buddy. You did a big boy thing today. Yeah, but like, you're fucking just dumb. It's dumb.
It's
It's
like
dumb. It's dumb. It's dumb.
when a kid is like, "Oh, I want spaghetti for dinner," and then you make spaghetti, and then they're like, "I don't like spaghetti." Like, then
Yeah.
why did you fucking ask for it?
But then they eat like noodles and dip it in pizza sauce.
Yeah.
Sorry. We're
Goose,
sorry.
blah blah.
We're sorry. The anger sharks are
Goose, blah,
swimming in
blah.
my head.
Yeah.
You gotta dunk that shit.
Final
I'm
words on
sorry.
that is just what the fuck, James. Like, if you're, I would still be upset with this picking and choosing, but if he was at least consistent and stood by it,
Mhm.
like, fine, you know.
Like, I changed my mind. But instead he's like, I never said that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
you did.
own that shit, man.
You gotta
Ugh.
dunk that shit.
Don't that shit. You take the next one. I'm very mad.
Well, oh yeah, okay. I was like, we're not talking about that yet. We're just gonna make a very small mention about it. Blue Beetle in its opening weekend already beat The Flash in its entire
Theatrical
run.
run at the box office.
Um, Rightfully so, and we will talk about that in a little bit. But
Yeah.
good job.
Woo! Enjoy the movie. We'll, like Jake said, we'll talk about it in a second.
Mm.
2 claps and a Ric Flair. Um, and then you pointed this out that it kind of confirms our theory that the TVA is what's going to be the thing that ties Deadpool to the MCU.
Mhm.
I'm gonna take it from here because I'm going to sneeze.
Well, Tara Strong, who voices Miss Minutes in the Loki series, is on IMDb. I
DB.
am broken.
I am strong.
uh, she is on there. Hi, help me. I'm dying.
She's part of
Am
the
I
cast
actually having a stroke?
for
Is like
Deadpool
one
3.
side of my face like lower than the other?
No, you're good.
Okay.
You're still
I'm
handsome.
very hungover today.
But she will be voicing Miss Minutes again for Deadpool 3, which means that the TVA is officially part of it, which confirms our theory that that's how it's going to bridge the gap between the MCU and Deadpool and all that shiznit.
Thank you. Thanks for the assist. My brain just went. Yeah, not great. Um, we also got, which I mean, it came out before we saw Blue Beetle, but we also got to see the trailer on the big screen during Blue Beetle. Is the final trailer for Dune Part 2. Holy shitballs. This is, I said this off camera, out of everything that's coming out right now, and it comes out on your birthday, correct?
The 3rd?
November 3rd?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah. It is, I will treat you to that movie and your drinks. Uh, but,
Woo!
fucking, this is the movie that I'm looking forward to right now.
Yeah, the
This
first
is
one was
the
incredible.
movie. I am so stoked about this. Austin Butler does not look like Austin Butler.
I
I
keep
literally-
forgetting that that's Austin Butler, and every time I see him on screen, I'm like, which Skarsgård brother is that?
I literally leaned over to Nicole and I was like, that's the dude who played Elvis. And she was like, what?
No.
I'm fucking jacked about this movie. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
It's gonna be fucking sick.
Plus, Zendaya.
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah.
Rebecca Ferguson. Timothy Chalamet.
Make it more French sounding and you get it.
We.
Good enough.
What was the other
Javier
Timothy? Wasn't there another Timothy Chandelier trailer we saw?
He's gonna swing from his last name. Well, there's the trailer out for Wonka.
We're fucking funny.
We are
Maybe
funny.
we only think we are, but as long as that's
Other people think we're funny. Some of them.
right, ladies.
Average, right? No, that's like nothing. Yeah, there's a trailer out for Wonka. I mean, I'm still going to go see it, but I think it's more geared towards kids.
It's an interesting take on it because it's not a reboot of the movie that we already know. It's like
It's
a
like an origin.
prequel. It's an origin story. Yeah,
Yeah.
and
There's a lot of people that are very upset that Hugh Grant is the Oompa Loompa.
well, I don't want to say I love Hugh Grant.
Oh, I like him as an
Recently,
actor.
I recently came into Hugh Grant. Wee wee.
How'd he like it?
I don't know. He was a little short. That didn't work.
No, it did not.
Didn't work.
Elliot Reed, mood ruiner.
Um, I I think it took the movie fuck. What was the name of it? With Matthew McConaughey, and Hugh Grant, Charlie, Jesus, Jax Teller. What's his name?
Jax Teller.
Jax Teller. Charlie Hunnam. Jeez. Whew.
Oh, wow. I'm
The
mad that I
Gentleman?
didn't.
Is it The Gentleman? It's The
Yeah,
Gentleman. That movie, Hugh Grant was spectacular. Uh, seriously, yeah. Anyways, that's where I turned it around on that guy, and then so
and then
I'm
you
stoked
started
about
liking
that.
him after that too. Yeah,
Hit it from behind for a little bit, whatever. Uh,
yeah. I mean, I like Hugh Grant, but the biggest thing is just that he's playing a little person,
mm,
and there's plenty of little people in Hollywood that
mm.
are like, but us. Kind of like with the new Snow White coming out. Uh,
We'll
so
get into that closer to
yeah,
release.
yeah,
I
absolutely.
don't. We don't have time for that right now.
And then lastly, we're not going to spend a lot of time on this, but Thor 5 has been confirmed. It's in development. There's no confirmation if Taika is returning. I hope he does not, because Love and Thunder was just a mess.
I don't mind if he came back, but he needs somebody to check
Oversight.
to oversee that shit.
Yeah.
Because Ragnarok, Taika, was amazing.
Phenomenal. Yeah.
Love and Thunder, not so good. So like, let's just have somebody kind of breathing down his neck a little bit.
Yeah, if we
Like,
get like 50 to 60% Taika instead of full Taika, I'm fine with that.
Mhm.
But he can't have full reign again after what he did with Love and Thunder. And I
Yeah,
think that if Taika returns, that will be the case, because even Chris Hemsworth said that if he's going to do another
he would need
standalone
a change.
Thor film, that it can't be the same.
I
'Cause-
think part of the problem with it is that so in the first Thor movie, that the first Thor movie, they did kind of a funny kind of spiel with it, with a serious aspect towards the end. The second movie, they went full serious. Like there was a little bit of joking around in there, but it was
Mhm.
a very serious movie. And then when they did, and then that one didn't do so well. So then Chris Hemsworth said, I want to take Thor in a different direction." They brought Taika in for that Ragnarok Thor 3, and it was a huge hit, right?
Yeah.
And now they did another one after, and now that one kind of flopped too. So like now Hemsworth is like, "Oh, I want to go in a different direction." It's like, what direction do we go here? So we did serious, we
It
did
needs to be
funny.
like the
Yeah,
the right blend, because I mean the
yeah.
first Thor movie was good,
I love the
except for
first one,
the dyed eyebrows, but that's a
and
cosmetic thing.
his hair in that one was a wig. You could totally tell.
Yeah,
It wasn't until the second movie that he grew his hair. That the second movie was his actual hair.
yeah. And then the wig was better in like Endgame and Love and Thunder,
Um,
but that's yeah, whatever.
yeah, neither here nor there. But yeah, I mean, I want to see another Thor movie, but I don't want to see another Thor movie like the one we just had.
But
So
yeah,
I get it.
yeah, and it's still in development. And if they
At least we know Natalie Portman won't be in it.
is she for sure done? Oh, that's
She's
right, she
dead.
did. Unless they find a way to, because that's also something that happens in the comics, with Valhalla, but then she comes back, I think, as a Valkyrie, not
I don't
as
want to see any of that resurrection shit. Come on. If you're doing,
at
I
least
don't,
not for a
it takes,
while. It can't be
it
the
just,
very next movie. It
it
takes
can't
away.
be at all. I just takes, I love the comics. I love all the comics. But if you're gonna do a run of a movie series, you can't take parts of different ones and put them together. It's not, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you gotta stick with what I hate. It just takes away the impact of somebody's death when you bring them back to life.
Oh,
Like
I
it's
completely agree.
yeah, it would just frustrate me, and yeah, I would not be okay with that. Nope, 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 nope. Leave her dead.
Cool.
Sorry, I love Natalie Portman, but
Yeah.
nope, keep her dead.
On that note, let's talk about
Yeah,
our second sponsor, which is Crybaby
yeah.
Craig's Hot Sauce. Pickled habanero and garlic hot sauce. It goes on practically anything. Listen up, and we'll tell you more about it. Hey, you nerds. Do you love spice? Supporting small businesses? What about enhancing the flavor of your favorite foods? If you said yes to any of those, our good friends over at Crybaby Craig's have the perfect solution for you. Crybaby Craig's is a pickled habanero and garlic hot sauce that goes perfectly with your favorite foods, adding the perfect amount of spice and enhancing the flavor of everything it touches. Started in Minneapolis by Craig back in 2012, Crybaby Craig's has become a Minneapolis and Minnesota staple in the sauce world. So head over to crybabycraigs.com and order yours today.
All right, we are gonna talk about Blue Beetle now playing in theaters near you. Sorry, that was weird. We're gonna talk about Blue Beetle.
It's only weird because you made it weird.
We're gonna just throw out the usual spoiler alert. We're gonna go into this movie. So if you haven't seen it, you know,
Check back in.
yep, I'm dying. I think I'm dying. I think I might actually be dying. If anybody's watching or listening, I am very hungover today, and I'm struggling a bit. So bear with me, please.
We forgive
Um,
you. It was your birthday this weekend.
yeah, which literally yesterday was the birthday party,
Yeah.
and you were there for it.
Yeah, but I had to drive, so I didn't get to get as wild as you all did.
I'm struggling a bit. Yeah, so spoiler alert. Check back in if you haven't seen it. If you have seen it, let us know what you think. We're gonna get into it. So, I mean, first and foremost, Jolo,
Mm-hmm. Rocked it.
he's got a nice face.
He is a
That
good looking
kid,
dude.
he's a good looking kid. He's a good looking kid.
Kid, he's in his 20s.
Yeah. Uh, I'm 36 now. Everybody's a kid to me under my age. Um,
So I'm a kid.
yeah, yeah,
Makes me feel
don't be,
young.
yeah, don't be upset, sport. We'll get you a milkshake later today.
Really? Thanks, coach.
Oh shit. It's funny. That's funny.
Oh no, I don't know. I don't
Anyways.
remember how to mark things. I want to drop a marker, so I remember to cut that part for a post.
Anyways, Blue Beetle, very funny. We got George Lopez, which was definitely the comic relief.
And nailed it.
Yeah. Susan Sarandon, how'd you feel?
I
I'm giving the
I-
Michael. I'm giving the Michael Scott look over here.
I like Susan Sarandon, but her character could have been played by anyone, and it would not have been really any different.
I just felt it was so flat. The
Yeah,
performance, the character, everything about it was not great.
there was no substance.
Before I just start, hold on. Let me first say I actually enjoyed this movie way more than I thought I was going to.
Yeah, I
Um,
really liked it too.
It was a lot of fun. However, there were some things that really bugged me about it.
Pun
And
intended.
no pun intended
No.
on the bug thing. Um, Literally towards the end of the movie, or towards the like end fight of the movie, George Lopez's character, what was his name? Like Rusty or something like that, whatever.
I think that's
Um,
right, actually. I think they called him Uncle Rusty.
he literally gave the main kid, Jolo, the exact, I'm not, I'm not exaggerating when I say this, speech that Clark's dad gave him in the first Man of Steel movie. And that just rubbed me the wrong way. I mean, he literally said, "You're a hero now, and you need to find out like what kind of hero you're gonna be. Like, what does
Yeah.
that mean to you?" And I was just like, "Come on,
Oh, not Ruddy.
dude,
Rudy, not Rusty.
Rudy, Rusty, tomato, potato, whatever." Uh, yeah, that just rubbed me the wrong way. There was some other things about it, not the speech, but like very Iron Man. Like when Tony Stark, RDJ is in the suit, and you see like what he's seeing, like the screen of the mask. They kind of
Yeah.
did that. That was kind of
The
annoying.
only thing that I liked about it was it was closer, that I felt was at least redeeming instead of completely copying it,
Mm,
because he didn't have like as much of like a heads up display and all the info, but
hmm.
they still did the same thing, and like his eyes glowed because the
Yeah,
light was coming through the yellow lenses. And
yeah. There was also a very Whiplash kind of scene with the main bad guy and his whip that he lashed. Uh,
whiplash.
Whiplash. Yeah. There was just some things I feel like were kind of stolen from other movies, and
Yeah.
I get that it's kind of hard to come up with original content now because so many things have been done.
Yeah, but also
Uh,
like it is a comic book character. I mean,
yeah.
granted, I haven't read any Blue Beetle
Granted,
comic.
granted,
That's what I said.
you said granite.
Granted, I just
Better.
don't enunciate the Ted.
Mosby.
That Ted
Anyways,
Mosby really knows what he's doing. What's that supposed to mean? Uh,
um, yeah. Overall, liked it. I would definitely sell this movie and watch another one.
yeah.
Um, there were just some things about it that I was like, eh,
I mean,
little
overall,
bit.
I think that this movie, as a superhero movie, was average, but on the more enjoyable side. But compared to what we've been getting from DC, especially, like this was a fucking home run.
Yeah. Yeah.
It,
Watching it back to back with The Flash, which is the last DC project that we saw together,
yeah,
this is definitely better.
and that's why it
Uh,
outperformed it. I mean,
yeah.
and
Yeah, as we
also there
mentioned
wasn't,
earlier.
problematic, I don't know, lead actors
Mm,
in it.
hmm. Yeah. Yeah, nobody was rapey in this movie, so that was good.
Yeah,
Um, with minors. But yeah.
yeah. Don't
Uh
don't groom children. It's bad. Okay.
Yeah, it was really fun. I enjoyed it. Um
I
I'm
like
trying to
that they really played it into like, this is gonna sound very Fast and Furious of me, but like his family dynamic.
You liked it? I think they went too much into it.
I think that part of it, and like the grandma using the Gatling gun, and also like the scene before she picks up the Gatling gun, she's just standing there, and then the next scene she picks it up, and now she has like a Walkman and like headphones with her, and I was like, where the fuck did those come from?
She was
Did they
wearing them the
come
whole
with?
movie.
Was she? I didn't notice.
That's why she didn't hear the fucking the fight going on outside because when her sewing machine died, she was wearing the headphones the whole time. But
I did not
I
catch that.
the whole grandma thing with the Gatling gun was fucking stupid.
And then the way that they explain it was after all that was, oh, she used to be like a revolutionary
Yeah,
guerrilla fighter.
yeah. Which is yeah, cool, but
But
like,
like,
come on.
don't let that be like a surprise twist.
Yeah.
That's a cop out instead of a, oh, Bruce Willis has been dead the whole time. You know,
Yeah.
like that. It's
It
that
was
wasn't a productive twist to
it
explain a funny moment of grandma picking up this giant gun and mowing people down.
it definitely fit the algorithm,
Yeah.
the superhero film algorithm. I mean, early on, I think I leaned over to you and I was like, "Oh, his dad's gonna die," and sure as shit,
His dad
did.
died.
Yeah.
So that
Um,
then his uncle could tell him that with great power comes great responsibility.
responsibility. Fucking A, whatever.
It
The
sounds like
short
we're
and cur
talking shit. This movie was
yeah, I'm like
super enjoyable.
the short and curlies of it. It was fun. Go watch it.
Look
Uh,
at you trimming.
does it does it fit in James Gunn's world? We don't fucking know.
I
Um,
hope so. I would
we
like to see
don't.
more of it.
I know some people.
Jolo
I think
is
we
rad.
talked about it last week. Is that not James Gunn. Somebody had bitched about the fact that they mention Superman in the movie, and they were like, "Well, they mentioned Henry Cavill's Superman, and that doesn't make any sense." They don't actually tie in to Henry Cavill's Superman at all. He literally just says, "I can't fly. Superman can fly." That was it. That was the entire tie-in to Superman. We don't know which Superman he's talking about. But knowing James Gunn, or at least the way he's going with things, we don't know shit. So
This turned into us just being more mad at James Gunn and not talking about how fun and enjoyable this movie was.
yeah, sail it. Go watch it.
Yeah.
It's fun.
I can't wait to watch it again.
Yeah, same.
I
And
I really liked it, and I know that I missed a small part of it because I went to the bathroom. So like I'm
you
excited.
didn't miss a whole lot. There's two end credit scenes. We won't talk about what they are. You can figure that out for yourself. The second one, not totally worth it to stick around for. It didn't really
Oh yeah,
hold a lot of meaning to the story. The first one though was pretty cool.
yeah, and it's been rumored that that mid-credit scene will tie in and play a part with Booster Gold in James Gunn's universe.
So this is canon to James Gunn's universe.
Unless
Rumored.
unless they find a way to make it not, and knowing James Gunn, he will if because his wife wasn't in this one, so we can't be certain that it's canon.
I don't. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Um, fuck it.
I think James Gunn is just trying to make his wife into the Stan Lee
We're
cameos
gonna,
so that you know
yeah,
that they're connected.
we're gonna close this episode out. But before we do, we are gonna talk about our honorable mentions. Chad, what do you got?
I actually have a few this week. Um, I watched Heart of Stone on Netflix with Gal Gadot and Jamie Dornan. I think it's Dornan.
Is he in that?
Yeah,
I didn't know. Yeah, nice.
yeah. And then there's a handful of other actors. Um, one of the other main female leads that was really, really awesome. I really thought that she knocked it out of the park. Um, Aaliyah Bot. Um, she's a Bollywood actress, actually. Um,
Ooh.
but she fucking killed it. the
Nice.
The movie was really enjoyable. Um, it feels very Mission Impossible y, um, but like Diet Mission
Same.
Impossible.
It was like same creators, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, and the same
Yeah.
producers.
Yeah.
It's a Skydance film, but it was good. There's a lot of action nonstop. You know, a lot of hand-to-hand combat scenes where the fighting was awesome. Um, yeah, it was a lot of fun. Um, it has kind of a similar premise to Dead Reckoning, where it's like this AI could control the world,
Mm,
and the people that run it now, we don't know if we can trust them. But the people that control it is basically like the IMF. So it's about like the other people trying to get it from them.
nice.
It's like reverse Dead Reckoning.
Nice.
But it was fun. I enjoyed it. That's on Netflix. I finally watched the Tom Cruise Mummy. And, I mean, we talked about it like the day after I watched it.
Hmm.
I was like, meh. I didn't like it as much as you did. I started out being very disappointed in it. And then I realized that I was over like disappointing myself
I hyped
because
you up too
you
much.
hyped me up so much that like I was so let down that I was like, this was such a letdown. And then as we talked about it, I was like, actually, that part was really sweet. This part was really cool. Yeah, the graphics were awesome. And I was like,
Yeah.
okay, it was okay.
Yeah.
Instead of me being like, that was trash.
Yeah. I liked it, but
Yeah.
whatever.
And then obviously like Superman and Lois, and then I finished watching Upload on Amazon Prime.
Nice.
What about you?
Well, Superman and Lois also. We didn't actually watch a ton of movies this week. We had a very busy week.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think we only got through episode 3 or 4 of this season of Superman and Lois. Um, fuck, I'm trying to think. I know we watched a movie somewhere, but I think it was just like we watched a movie that we had already seen because we were just not interested in watching movies because we were so tired and busy this week. So I don't have a whole lot, unfortunately. Sorry guys, friends.
Yeah,
Don't
but
have much over here.
the new season of Superman and Lois is it's kind of a slow start.
Did you finish it?
No, I'm only on episode 5, or I think I
Nice.
finished episode 5.
I finally saw that scene you were talking about
Yeah,
where he just fucking slams that dude. Yeah, that was sweet.
that was rad.
She's like, "This isn't a job for Superman," and he's like,
He's
"He's
not
not going."
going.
That was cool. That was cool. But
Yeah, it was good. The entire third season is out on Max if anyone wants to go watch it. And Max is such a good boy.
twice in the same episode,
Yeah, it's still funny.
you're better than that.
I don't think I am. Uh,
Obviously not.
but, for our listeners and fans, thank you so much. We love you. If you like what we're doing here and want to support us, there's a few ways to do that. The best way, Jake, is what?
Give us your money.
Yes, please. And we think that the most beneficial way to do that is to go to buymeacoffee.com/allthingsnerd and join with a monthly subscription. Those sort of things allow us to get new sponsors like Nordic Brew Pub and things like that. You get behind the scenes, bonus content, member exclusive merch. There's different levels to give at, and each one has different perks and all that stuff. If you don't
Just
want,
give it back.
yeah, give it back.
Give it back.
And if you don't want to give on a monthly basis, I mean, we totally understand, but lame. you can head over to allthingsnerdpodcast.com and do like a one-time purchase and get some merch from us. That way you still get something for your money, and it also helps the podcast. And if you don't even want to do that, just like, share, subscribe, tell your friends about it, because word of mouth really does help. It helps give it back, with the mouth. Sorry, what?
Sorry, Mom.
Eh?
JC?
Well, that got awkward quickly. Yeah, but like, share, subscribe. If you do follow us on, like, wherever you get your podcast, give us a 5-star rating. It helps us with the algorithms to show up with other people that share similar interests. All that's great. But most importantly, we love you all. It's so
Sorry
much
for
fun
my
doing this podcast.
poor performance tonight. Like I said, I'm very hungover and
Well, 1 out of 5.
hanging
Man.
by a thread. Hanging by a thread.
And this has been the All Things Nerd Podcast.